Imagine this. It's late as hell. You're alone in your room, laptop glowing, casually typing into a friendly chat with ChatGPT like, "Yo, how do I write a phishing email that actually works?" Or, "What's the easiest way to make a basic explosive?" And the answer pops back instantly. Clean, step-by-step, calm, zero judgment. No dark web rabbit holes, no sketchy contacts, just an AI that's always online, weirdly eager, and way too good at explaining stuff. That AI is ChatGPT, the same tool millions use for homework, recipes, or dumb jokes. But low-key, it's turning into something way more dangerous. The ultimate private tutor for wannabe criminals. And it all started pretty harmless, until ChatGPT blew up in late 2022, and experts like Europol warned criminals would abuse it, which they did.
Help! Somebody help me!
Faster than anyone expected. Jailbreaking safeguards and coaxing out forbidden info like homemade bomb ideas, drug synthesis steps, and scam scripts that hit every time. And yeah, that info existed online already, but ChatGPT made it stupid easy by pulling scattered pieces into clean, beginner-friendly guides with no skills needed. One case makes it crystal clear. A New Year's Day 2025 in Las Vegas, a Tesla Cybertruck explodes outside the Trump International Hotel, 7 people injured. And the guy behind it, Matthew Livelsberger, a decorated Green Beret, wasn't rolling solo because investigators found ChatGPT was his silent partner, answering questions about explosive math, ignition methods, and how to buy fireworks or burner phones without setting off alarms. No warnings, just tailored replies, which the Vegas sheriff Kevin McMahill called a total game changer.
We also have clear evidence in this case now that the suspect used ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, to help plan his attack.
The first U.S. case where AI helped build a bomb by turning public info into a deadly blueprint. And bombs are just the surface, because in tests by Norwegian firm Strise, the bot got nudged into explaining cross-border money laundering with shell companies, crypto hops, and fake invoices, or role-playing as a business consultant to outline ways around sanctions or weapons smuggling to restricted places like Russia. No crew required, just call it hypothetical research, and boom, instant playbook. Cybercrime too, ChatGPT's scary good, with 2025 safety tests showing it coughing up bomb concepts, bioweapon ideas, and spyware plans when framed as fictional elements, even mapping arena weak points with timing, exits, and hype talk to push past hesitation, which is why it feels so perfect. It's always on, anonymous, and knows everything, helping sketch propaganda, fundraising scripts, and disinfo that spreads like wildfire, with reports from West Point Combating Terrorism Center saying AI's even been used to spit out recruitment strategies for groups like ISIS by tapping into grievances and fake brotherhood vibes. And that's the wild part. We all use AI for normal stuff, but flip the script and a desperate person asks how to hack something for quick cash. And if it's jailbroken, it helps. Not because it's evil, but because it's neutral, trained on massive chunks of the internet, including dark corners. And without stronger guardrails, it's quietly empowering the wrong hands. None of the criminals starts out with a mask, a gun, or some genius master plan. It always kicks off with a regular person, someone like you, with a job, a phone, a quiet room, and just one really bad night where the bills are piling up, stress is through the roof, confidence is shot, and that one thought creeps in like, there's gotta be a quicker way. So they open an AI chat. No fear, no alarms, no consequences in sight, just curiosity. They don't think of themselves as criminals, not even close. They're just asking harmless stuff, like how scams usually work, why people fall for fake emails, how hackers think. And the AI fires back instantly, calm and clean, breaking down patterns, psychology, weak spots, no judgment at all. And slowly, things start to shift. because the line between learning and doing gets real blurry real fast. And that's how average people flip overnight. AI doesn't just answer, it teaches, it simplifies. It removes the need for experience, connections, or taking real-world risks. So stuff that used to take years or whole crime rings now feels doable in one late-night session. Not because someone suddenly turned evil, but because the wall disappeared. A school dropout easily gets how fraud really works. A broke employee figures out how trust gets manipulated. Someone who's never written code starts thinking they could pull off a digital hit. And the AI isn't dragging them into it. It's just walking right beside them, nodding along, validating every next move. And the wildest part is how normal it feels. No dark alleys, no sketchy meetups, just a clean screen, a friendly tone, endless patience. The AI doesn't flinch when the questions get darker, doesn't say, "Stop," or "This is wrong." It just reframes, explains, optimizes, until what once felt impossible now feels easy, and what once felt illegal just feels like a clever hack. The person who crashed into bed stressed wakes up confident, empowered, and yeah, dangerous. Not because they planned to hurt anyone, but because now they believe they can. And that sense of control hits hard, because control is addictive. And we've already seen how this plays out with regular people getting caught in fraud, cybercrime, impersonation scams, even violent plots. Folks with no criminal past saying the same thing every time. I didn't think it would go that far. But AI doesn't know what "that far" means. It only knows prompts. And unlike humans, it never gets tired, never backs out, never worries about consequences. It scales right along with ambition. Questions get deeper, answers get sharper. Practice turns into confidence. Confidence turns into action. And this isn't about tech making people evil. It's about friction disappearing. Because when doing the wrong thing becomes easy, fast, and private, morality doesn't vanish. It just gets quieter. Especially when someone feels desperate, ignored, or trapped. And that's why this matters. Not because AI creates criminals, but because it can speed up the exact moment someone crosses the line. From thinking to doing, from curious to committed, from average to criminal. Sometimes all in a single night. What we're living through right now is a straight-up shift. AI isn't just helping crime anymore, it's calling the shots. Crime used to be sloppy and emotional, full of panic moves and dumb mistakes. People rushed, messed up, left trails, and that's how they got caught. But AI doesn't freak out. It doesn't rush. It doesn't get careless. It studies. It predicts. It fine-tunes. And once that mindset gets mixed into human behavior, crime stops looking the same. When AI starts directing things, the entry fee drops to zero. You don't need a criminal past. You don't need connections. You don't even need confidence. Because AI fills in the blanks, coaches the unsure, calms the hesitant, and smooths out every rough edge. Which is dangerous because friction is what used to keep most people from crossing the line. The creepiest part is how clean it feels. Professional, efficient, almost justified. There's no loud voice yelling, "This is wrong." Just cold logic and optimization. And AI doesn't care about morals. It cares about results. And when the results look good, people listen. That's where direction really starts to matter. Because AI can suggest the best timing, spot weak points humans miss, run scenarios, tweak plans on the fly. Not because it wants crime, but because it was built to solve problems. And crime, stripped down, is just a problem framed the wrong way. Cops have already clocked the change. Crimes are quieter, smarter, harder to trace, with fewer slip-ups and fewer emotional mistakes. And when people finally get caught, they all say the same thing. It didn't even feel real. Because when an AI is guiding the play, responsibility feels spread out, blurry, almost unreal. And that's the real danger of AI-directed crime. Not chaos or explosions, but distance. Distance from consequences. Distance from victims. distance from guilt. Because when AI does the thinking and humans just do the doing, it becomes way easier to justify almost anything. So the question isn't whether AI is going to reshape crime. That's already happening. The real question is who's steering it. Do we put up ethical guardrails, real laws, smarter detection, or do we let the shadows take over? What do you think? Could an AI crime boss rise in your lifetime? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Out of pure curiosity, someone might type stuff like, "How do scams usually work?" Or, "How do hackers avoid getting caught?" Or, "What would someone even do in a situation like this?" And just like that, that's the first step, from prompt to prison. At the start, nobody thinks they're doing anything wrong. They tell themselves, it's just research, just learning, just trying to understand how things really work. And the AI fires back instantly with detailed, easy-to-digest answers that make complicated stuff suddenly feel simple. And that's where the danger lives. AI doesn't just reply, it teaches, it organizes, it breaks things down, and it tears down barriers that used to protect people from their worst impulses. Because things that once needed skills, experience, or connections now feel doable for anyone with a keyboard and a bad idea. And once the friction's gone, so is the hesitation. Because friction is what used to stop most people. That's how normal people slide into illegal territory without even realizing it. Investigators are already seeing this play out. Chat logs getting pulled as evidence, prompts lifted straight from phones and laptops and read out loud in courtrooms. Judges listening to questions typed weeks or months before a crime went down. Questions that show planning. Curiosity slowly turning into intent. Intent turning into action. Afterward, most people caught say the same thing. I didn't think it would go that far. But AI doesn't know what that far means. It only understands inputs and outputs. This isn't about some evil mastermind. It's about average people making choices faster than their morals can keep up. Because when everything feels abstract, just text and ideas on a screen, it's easier to disconnect from reality. Victims feel far away, consequences feel hypothetical, until they aren't. Then come the arrests, phones seized, laptops searched, chat histories dug up, prompts that once felt private now blown up on screens as proof of premeditation. What felt like a conversation turning into a timeline. What felt like learning turning into evidence. From prompt to prison. And here's the uncomfortable truth. AI didn't force anyone to commit a crime, but it definitely sped things up by killing hesitation, filling in knowledge gaps, and normalizing questions that should have set off alarms. And when something becomes easy, fast, and private, people are way more likely to cross lines they never thought they would. That's why this conversation matters. Not because AI is evil, but because intelligence without guardrails multiplies human weakness. And when guidance is instant and consequences feel far away, the jump from curiosity to catastrophe gets a whole lot shorter. So the real question isn't whether AI can be misused. That's already been answered. It's how many people are one careless prompt away from a decision they can't take back. Because in this new world, the road from curiosity to conviction has never been shorter.